Hi everyone, I hope that you are all doing well. So أولا مرحبا بكم في تنوير page which is part of Et-tanwir initiative. I would like to say that this is the second video on the novella The Pearl, and the outline is as follows. I will be talking about greed, appearance viviseriality, class divisions and differences, fate and free will, which are the main themes represented in the novella. Greed is one of the major themes in the Pearl. Most characters are portrayed as being greedy. We have Kino, the Doctor, the Priest, and the Pearl leaders are good examples of corrupt individuals in the society of La Paz. Sinbik has used the characters above to highlight the theme of greed, for it is said that humans are never satisfied, that you give them one thing and they want something more, which means they don't like be satisfied with what they have, but they look for something else. The Pearl exposes the underlying greed in the people of La Paz. Everyone hopes to benefit from Kino's Pearl. The priest, the shopkeepers, the doctor, the dealers, and even the beggars who know that there is no alms giver in the world like a poor man who is suddenly lucky. The Kino protagonist, Kino is poor but happy, I mean at the beginning, with his simple lifestyle. However, this changes when he finds the pearl. His greed is exposed. He only thinks about material gains for him and his family and would do anything, including harming, killing people, in order to achieve this. For instance, Kino refuses to get rid of the pearl even after Joanna begs him. He managed to do anything to protect it, to protect the pearl, I mean. Therefore, he kills a man and three other men, the trackers that meet him, in order to protect his pearl. Due to his greed, Kano loses his child Coyotito, his heart, his canoe, and his old way of life. It means simple lifestyle and happy life. These are the outcomes of his greed. I mean, these are the results of his greed. For instance, Kino's desire to acquire wealth changes the beauty of the pearl from a symbol of hope into a symbol of human destruction and demolish. Kino's greed leads him to act violently toward his wife. Kino's greed eventually leads to his son's death, Coyotito. Also, Kino becomes detached from his culture because of his love of the prophet. Kino's people are fallen victims to the love of prophets represented by the colonists. Now let's move to talk about the priest and greed. The priest is a greedy person. When the priest hears about Kino's magnificent pearl while walking in his garden, he only thinks about or thought about how the pearl can benefit him. Therefore, he for the first time thought of baptizing Coyotito, and it's Miyatoho, and marrying Kino and Joanna in the church. The doctor is also a greedy person, even though the doctor was asked to treat Kino's son at the very beginning he refused because he said little Indians never have any money. He refused because Kino at the very beginning didn't have money. However, when Kino gets the great pearl, the doctor comes all the way to the brushwood huts claiming that Kino is one of his clients. However, it was not that reality at all. Let's move to the second theme, which is appearance viscerality. The pearl clearly depicts or represents a society in which things are not always as they seem. Not all that glitters is gold. Sorry. When Kino found the great pearl, he hopes to transform his life and that of his family, and to offer his son Coyotito a good education and so on. The pearl, however, turns out to be a symbol of destruction because it caused only miseries and problems to Kino. Joanna says the pearl is like a sin. It has brought evil. It will destroy us, and Joanna cried, even our son. Characters like the doctor, the priest, the pearl dealers seem like they have Kino's best interest at the heart when he found the pearl. And nevertheless, or however, in real sense, they only plan to exploit him. The simple That seems like a symbol of hope for Kano turns out to be the cause of evil and irreparable destruction. Yes, irreparable destructions and loss in his life. I mean, in Kino's life. Indeed, appearance can be deceptive, which means المظاهر خداعة. The third theme is class division. This is one of the most outstanding themes in the poll. The society is made up of rich people and poor people. Keno, like other natives of La Paz, is a poor man. He struggles to elevate unsuccessfully to escape the bondage or the outrage of poverty. We can say that Keno is poor from description of his home, meals, clothes, and his ambitions. La Paz has relatively rich individuals like the doctor, the priest, the pearl buyers, etc. There is a clear distinction and stratification that sets the social standards apart. When Coyotito is bitten by a scorpion, the doctor refused to help because Kino didn't have enough money at that time. The doctor here represents narrow mindedness and divide between the upper and lower classes. The doctor's actions show that he believes himself to be above Kino's family. The European colonizer that governed natives of La Paz to trigger the destruction of society's innocence and purity. Concerning the theme of fate vs free will, the pair represents a world in which humans often shape or make their own destinies. Humans follow their own desires, make their own plans, and provide for themselves. Outside forces like chance, accidents, and gods or natural superpowers. The natural course of fate is represented by the sea, which, like gave the pearl. Free will is represented by the man-made village of La Paz. The scorpion is a symbol of dangerous fate for the characters. At the end, I hope you could find this video fruitful or helpful. I would like to say if you have any question or remark, let me know in the comment section, and don't forget to follow and like the video, and let me know if you need any help.